the New York City Vietnam Veterans Memorial here at 55 Water Street, and today is Vietnam Veterans Day, a day where we recognize all those that fought in the Vietnam War, as well as those that gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Order, march! Present, march! Order, march! Right, ready!
We're here at Vietnam Veterans Day here in New York City. With us, Loree Sutton, Brigadier General, who's also with Veterans Affairs, and Paul Bucha, who is being honored, a Medal of Honor recipient. First of all, tell me what this day means to you.
Well, as Commissioner for the Department of Veteran Services, to stand here today with Buddy Bucha and honor Vietnam veterans with all generations of veterans here and their family members and civilian allies, it doesn't get much better than this. It's about honoring service and sacrifice, and this is the city, right?
It's another thing. A lot of the Vietnam vets, this is a very special day with tremendous memories. We started over in Brooklyn, and we were over there. We didn't know if anybody was coming to the parade. Literally. We were saying, "Is anybody there?" And we were looking, and we couldn't see anybody. And when we crested the hill in the middle of the bridge, there were the millions of people. And it's, from what I understand, still the biggest ticker tape parade in the history of New York. All to a bunch of forgotten vets and their families.
Oh, what year was that, Buddy?
God.
Like 82 or 85?
I think it was 85. It was later
85,
than that, yeah.
That's right, 85. Yeah.
So it's a wonderful day, and it brings smiles to people. Even Mayor Koch. He came walking up, and I said, "Mr. Mayor, would you mind pushing George Lang's wheelchair?" Medal of Honor recipient from Brooklyn. He said, "No, I'll do it." He pushed that wheelchair, and everybody was yelling, "Mr. Mayor!" He never took his eyes off where he was going. And he turned around and he says, "I'm a vet, but by God, George Lang's a Vietnam vet." And I thought, how wonderful is one of the most powerful people in the world, is the city of New York, was celebrating the fact that no one cared in the beginning, and that they were having this moment in the sun. So that's what this means to a lot of us too. It's when we all finally came home. So.
And just tell the audience a little bit, you are a Medal of Honor recipient, about that moment and well, tell us about that moment.
It's difficult because I don't talk about it, because the heroes that I met in my life included 164 of my men, not me. The medal I wear is their medal. And if one of them said to me I didn't deserve it and shouldn't wear it, it would come off within seconds. And so when I come here, I look at the people who are my men. Not just the guys I were with, but they're the same color. They're Latino, they're black, they're white. There were very few rich guys because we had a draft. And they went and served, and no one's going to take that memory away from them. So for me, all this medal does is gives me the opportunity to represent my guys. And there may 2 or 3 of them may show up, and when they show up, I make them stand up the whole time. And they say, "Why are you doing that?" I said, "They're my men. I want you to understand, I'm here representing them." And that's true here. Loree, finest leader in the veterans movement in the country. And in fact, I'd recommend her to go to France and straighten out that mess too. So we're lucky. We are really lucky.
Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you
Thank you.
Very much.
Appreciate it. God bless you.
God bless.